Everybody has an opinion about the housing market right now. Your neighbor, your coworker, people who haven't looked at the actual data in a while. And most of what you're hearing is based on national headlines that may have nothing to do with what's happening in your neighborhood this summer. We're in the middle of the busiest season for real estate, and there's been a lot of noise. Mortgage rates have been bouncing around, headlines keep calling for a crash hasn't come, inventory is shifting. In the middle of it all, people are trying to figure out whether this summer is the right time to buy, sell, or stay put. I want to cut through that noise and show you where things actually stand right now. First, home prices are stable. They're not spiking or dropping significantly. The Phoenix median home price is sitting at around $457,000, compared to $417,000 for the national average, which are both up less than 1% from this time last year. That's not the double-digit appreciation we saw during the pandemic, and it's not a correction either. It's steady. Prices do tend to peak as we transition from spring into the summer months, and that pattern is holding, but we're not seeing the kind of runaway appreciation that priced people out a few years ago. For both buyers and sellers, that kind of stability is actually a healthy thing. Secondly, mortgage rates have actually improved since last summer. Mortgage rates are in the mid 6% range right now, and they actually have come down quite a bit compared to last summer. The 30-year fixed rate is averaging around 6.4%, which is down from nearly 7% a year ago. That improvement has put some buyers back in the market who are sitting on the sidelines. Rates aren't going back to 3%, but the trend has been gradually improving, and every fraction of a point matters when you're financing a home. Third, buyers have more options this summer than they've had in years. Inventory is growing, and that's one of the biggest stories of the summer. Locally, we're sitting at about 3.5 months of supply, down slightly from a year ago, mainly due to increased buyer demand. New listings have been increasing throughout the spring, which means buyers have had more options than in recent years despite the increased competition. But sellers who price correctly are still seeing strong demand, and well-positioned homes are still moving. Fourth, the economy is noisy, real estate is steady, and Phoenix jobs keep getting better. The stock market has hit all-time highs multiple times this year. Consumer confidence is low. Tariffs, energy prices are climbing because of the global conflicts in Iran, and through all of it, real estate has been one of the steadiest assets you can hold. Added to that, incomes have been continuing to rise in our state. Arizona ranks 7th in the nation for personal income growth at 4.3% adjusted for the last year, well above the rate of inflation. With home prices staying steady, mortgage rates declining, and wages increasing, there's a lot of evidence that housing affordability is actually increasing despite the headlines. Homes are still selling, prices are holding, and the people making moves this summer are doing it with better information than we've had in years. So the national and metro pictures are clear. The market is stable, rates are better than last year, and there's more inventory than we've seen in a while. But these numbers are just the starting point. What really matters is what's happening in your neighborhood and your specific situation. If you want to know what the market actually looks like in your area right now, reach out. I'll walk you through the real numbers so you're making decisions based on data, not headlines.